Hey neighbor, beautiful Sunday morning. Yeah, off to church. You've seen me in my gardening clothes. These aren't my gardening clothes. Why do I go to church on a nice Sunday morning like today? That's a good question. I ask myself that same question sometimes. I could be flippant, like we like to joke around and say, well, it's my job. I have to show up. Or I could tell you it's a habit. Or that I meet some really good people there. Some of my best friends are there. And we have some really good potluck lunches. Well, that's all true enough. But there's more to it. There's a whole lot more. Stuff I don't really actually think about too often, I guess. It goes pretty deep. It's just part of who I am. And, well, it has a lot to do with making meaning out of my life in this crazy world. I left the farm boy, long ago, went off to college in 1970, and I thought my life was, pretty well ordered, and my understanding of myself and God and all that stuff. And then I discovered another world, different kind of world out there. It was the Vietnam War time. Well, you won't remember that. I know you're way too young, but anyway, there was all kinds of protests, and there was violence on TV, and, well, really kind of stuff you see today. And poverty and hunger and homelessness, and it didn't really fit with my neat little community back home and my worldview and my understanding of a loving God. I couldn't make sense of it. I didn't know how this God loved and what this meant for this crazy world. But the funny thing is, as I thought about it and tried to understand it, the only way I could really make sense of life and find some meaning or purpose, to find hope really in the mess that we were making of the world, was to believe in a God who wanted better for the world, who wanted better for me and everybody else in the world. And so I read and I studied and I prayed and talked through the night, debated with my buddies, through the night, trying to find some meaning and make some sense of all of this, and trying to find a way that we could live with hope. We wanted to change the world. Wanted to change the world the way God meant it to be and the way it was meant to be, and we believed that we could. But I could only believe that when I came to know the God revealed in the Bible, the God who loves the world, and God who showed that love in Jesus, and the way Jesus loved and the way Jesus lived in his crazy world was about as crazy as ours, and the way he invited others to live and to love. And well, so I got to know this God and this Jesus in a different kind of way, in a personal way, in a deep way, and came to understand that he was present in his spirit here and now with me. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but, well, to me it's not as crazy as some of what's going on in this world. I can't really explain it, this Jesus or this Spirit, but the Spirit is as real to me as the air I breathe and the ground in my garden and the wind in my hair, what's left of it. You should have seen my mane in college. My mother wasn't too pleased, but I thought it was kind of cute. Got me a girlfriend. Anyway, though, this God thing, I have to tell you, without God, well, my life wouldn't make sense. And there is so much beauty and wonder and mystery and hope and love and joy and peace in the world. And I can't explain or understand those without believing in a God who is all of that and so much more. Hey, got to run. Forgive my sermonizing. Got to go now. Duty calls. Hey, maybe you could come along sometime.